Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be in the house. We got a jam-packed show for the Monday edition of Sports World Radio. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Sean and I are going to rock it like we usually do here on Sports World Radio. Let's get all the particulars out of the way, and then we'll start rocking this show for you. SportsWorldRadio.com is the place to listen to the show. For hanging out over there on SportsWorldRadio.com, thank you very much. If you're over there, click that little donate button on the top screen there and donate to Sports World Radio and help keep us doing what we like to do here at Sports World Radio, and that's entertain you with sports talk. So donate to Sports World Radio and help us keep doing what we like to do here at Sports World Radio. Over at SportsWorldRadio.com, click the donate button. 619-663-3715. That's 619-663-3715 is the number to get in touch with us here at Sports World Radio. You can also reach us on Skype at Sports World Radio Show. We're on Skype at Sports World Radio Show. If you want to come in the chat room, we're over at Spreaker.com, Spreaker. That's Spreaker, Spreaker.com. Head on over there, get yourself a free account, sign up, type in Sports World Radio. The show will pop up at the bottom of your screen. Just move all the way over to the right, click the bubble, the chat room will start open up, and you can still listen to us over at Sports World Radio and chat with us here in the chat room over at Spreaker. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. That's facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. And while you're doing that, you might as well head on over to Twitter and follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. Now I believe with all the particulars out of... Oh, one more thing. One more thing before we get the flock out of here. We have our Fantasy NCAA Tournament Pick'em League going. If you haven't joined one or if you want to join another one, I just put the link in the room. Please join our Fantasy NCAA 20 Pick'em League. Got plenty of room. I believe the first game is tomorrow or something, the playing game. I don't care about that crap. But join us for that as well. And one more thing, Josh reminded me as he's typing in the room there. Josh Lopez, the program director and producer of the show. Remember, I'm getting ready to bust out the sports shorts. That's right, we're calling them sports shorts. And they're going to be all the snippets of the guys talking and having a conversation during the commercial breaks. Which means, hey Laura, which means you guys will get to hear what we're talking about during the commercials while you guys are listening to the commercials. We're recording all the commercial breaks, so we're putting them all together. We're going to have a lot of fun. That's going to be busting out soon, so look for that. We're calling them Sports World Radio Sports Shorts. We're going to SWR Sports Shorts. It's going to be a lot of fun, so get ready for that as well. Now, with all the particulars out of the way, what do you say, hey, we bring in that rat bastard, the vacationing rat bastard himself, the first one of the year. I bet you we got at least 3 more to go. Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on, buddy?
I am doing good, Jeff, and welcome everybody to Sports World Radio on the 16th of March, 2015. Vacation Man is back in the house. I'm doing really good weather right now. Feeling like spring as usual. Got weather right now in the 50s right now. Nice and cool. 6:07 p.m. Eastern Time. Actually, 6:08 p.m. Eastern Time, 3:08 p.m. Pacific. Shout out to Josh Lopez, Kathy, Laura, and Shaba. Good to see you. And also to you, Jeff. How are you, and how was your birthday weekend?
My birthday weekend was great. Nobody bothered me. It was beautiful.
Lordy, that particular sound is back.
although Although I did have to answer a lot of, hey, Shocker, how about you? Look, Shocker's here too. I also had to answer a lot of people on Facebook. That was a bitch. You know, everybody's saying happy birthday to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You got to do all that. But besides that, no, it was just a regular day for me. I was just sitting around watching TV. It was a regular Saturday evening doing what I do best, except for Friday. But that's besides. Friday was a little excitement around here. I don't want to really have to get into it. Just know we didn't have the show on Friday because I had an emergency. So that's the only thing. But besides that, Saturday was just a normal Saturday. I was just checking in on my sister because she wasn't doing too well. And, you know, that's about it.
Well, I'm glad you had a good, calm, and quiet birthday. Happy 49th to you, Jeff. And by the way, is everybody ready for St. Patrick's Day tomorrow? Tomorrow we have remember to put your green on.
Although I did find out some gloomy news day before my birthday. I wasn't too thrilled about that, but what can you do about that? And I'm not going to tell the people here and get them all down about it because they don't need to know and be down in the dumps. So just I'll relay the message to you during the commercial break because you'll want to know because it happens to do with one of our listeners. So.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What about you, Jeff? You getting ready for St. Patrick's Day? Remember, that's another day where you got to put the green on.
When is that, tomorrow?
Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day.
I'll probably be wearing the same thing tomorrow that I'm wearing right now, which is a pair of shorts, and I have a red T-shirt on, so I probably will have a red T-shirt on again tomorrow. Just to give everybody a quick notice, I made the final decision. Josh knows and Sean both know already, and I'm going to make the announcement right now. There will be no shows this Thursday and Friday. There will be no Sports World Radio this Thursday and Friday. I have some business to attend to. It's going to take me away from my house on those 2 days. Actually, 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But we'll be back on Monday after Wednesday. So Wednesday we're going to do...
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're going to do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. And we're going to take Thursday and Friday off because I have things I need to do that's going to take me 4 days to do. And
no. There seems, Jeff, with you taking Thursday and Friday off, somebody's got a birthday coming up on March 19th, and I know who it is.
Who is that? That's on Thursday, right?
March 19th.
That's not you.
She lives in Mississippi, in Vicksburg, and I do believe that's Laura.
That's Laura's birthday on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
We'll give a shout out to her on Wednesday. Well, you know what? Hey, Laura, are you going to be off this? Well, Laura's obviously home right now listening to the show, and she's not at work. Are you off on Wednesday, Laura? I'm sure she's off on Thursday. But if she's off on Wednesday, maybe we can bring her in and Sean can sing you happy birthday.
What about you, Jeff? We got to have you come in there and sing happy birthday, too. We could all sing happy birthday to Laura.
Listen, I ain't singing crap. Okay? I ain't singing. Hey, how was the weather in Montana when you were there on vacation?
It was nice and cool. I really enjoyed it.
Was that a whole family deal?
It was. My mom's side of the family, and I did very well. I did the YMCA, and I did a very good job. I stole the show.
She's working 12 to 6 on Wednesday and 12 to 8 on her birthday. That sucks.
That blows.
That blows donkey. You know what? I'm going to say something, and I'm going to make Laura laugh. That blows Shaba. There you go. I just made her laugh.
Hey, now, no one asked me if I wanted Jeff to sing.
Thank you, Laura. See, I don't want her to sing. I don't want to sing either. In fact,
do you mean?
Hey, Laura, you know what? Since you're not going to be here Wednesday or Thursday, why don't you call in and after we get back from our commercial break, after the bottom of the hour, call in and Sean will sing you happy birthday today.
Laura, if you want, I guess I can do that for you. I should have done that for Jeff when I was on vacation, but I posted. I didn't hear that. What, Jeff? Jeff needs to stick with sports. No singing.
Thank you, Shocker. Thank you, Shocker. I said, Laura, blow Shaba. No karaoke time. Well, I understand this is a sports show, but I hate to tell you something, Josh. Laura, especially Laura and Shocker, okay? Especially Laura more than Shocker. Laura has been listening to this particular show, Sports World Radio, since it debuted. Since the debut of Sports World Radio. She's been here since the very beginning. So she's pretty much got carte blanche. She can pretty much do or say whatever she wants on this show.
But when you get off of work there, Laura, off of work, probably there'll be a big birthday party at your home. There you go, in Vicksburg.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will be. You know? I'm
LOL,
sure.
LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what Jeff is saying.
Yeah, because he answered the question for me. So the weather out in Montana was nice, and how's the weather out there in the land of potatoes?
It's nice and warm today. Yesterday it rained when I came back home.
It rained, huh? Hey,
Yep.
look who's in the house. Double A has finally showed up.
Hey, the rest of us is just chopped liver. Double A, welcome, buddy. Good to see you.
I guess Double A is finally calmed down from all the happenings that's been going on in Philadelphia land.
This is a sports show, but now, since we're going to get into it, Jeff, we might as well. Breaking news from Philadelphia over the weekend. We had a lot to get to. Jeff, the Philadelphia Eagles brought in DeMarco Murray. What do you think about that?
Well, they brought him in, they signed him, but I'm looking at a report right now on ESPN. And it's perfect timing for you there, Double A. Yeah, there it is right there. Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow is working out for the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yes, the Eagles. Tim Tebow may possibly be Philly-bound. How about that, Double A?
Well,
look, there's his reply.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at Adam Schefter right now saying Tim Tebow works out for the Eagles. The team is not planning on signing him, though. So why is he working out with them? What are they going to go to him when one of those other two quarterbacks go down?
Yep.
When Sam Bradford goes down and you got Sanchez in there, what are you going to do? Bring Tim Tebow in as your backup?
Yep.
The hell out of here. How long has the guy been out of the league for?
Tim Tebow has been out of the NFL since 2011.
That's ridiculous. Lots
Double A
of luck
is just
with that.
upset and fed up about it.
That's funny. That's just hysterical. That is pretty funny. That's pretty funny right there. Tim Tebow trying out for the Philadelphia. That's hysterical.
Yep.
That's hilarious. Because there ain't no way he's going to make a team. You've been out of the league that long? Listen, I got a problem with Adrian Peterson thinking that he can come back too.
Since DeMarco Murray has left the Dallas Cowboys, everybody's wondering, and Big D, shocker, what have you been hearing too about the Dallas Cowboys maybe going after Adrian Peterson? Do not rule that out since DeMarco Murray signed with this weekend.
Well,
Double A, that
they
make you
have?
a very happy man.
The only problem with that deal is that Adrian Peterson is due $12 or $13 million this year. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys want to pay a running back $12 or $13 million. Listen, they didn't want to pay DeMarco Murray any more than $5 million. They're going to give Adrian Peterson $12 or $13 million? Are you kidding me? That's the only sticky point right there. He's got a big number on his contract this year. So Either Minnesota's going to cut him, and he won't get crap. See, and that's a funny thing, and that's a thing too. You have a contract. You're supposed to get like $13 million this year, and you can get cut and you get nothing.
Look at Double A. He goes, I'd rather them sign Ray Rice, the wife beater, than waste of a man come Tim Tebow.
Well, you got DeMarco Murray on that team.
I wonder, Josh, when you were watching Skippy Bayless today on First Take, what his take was about all this with Tim Tebow. He'll probably have some perspective and probably say, oh, yeah, I like that my Eagles are going to get Tim Tebow. He would probably say that. You know that.
Look at you, fat-ass Pablo Sandoval, you fat son of a bitch. You can't even swing the bat, you're so fat.
Be nice. I got a B-Day a week from tomorrow, and I hopefully expect to have a Panda jersey or a Panda T-shirt. You bet.
That's ridiculous, man. Hey, I like what Laura says. Skippy Bayless says that if you pray to Charles Barkley, your prayers will be answered.
The question is with Philadelphia, you go back to them, the Eagles, them picking up DeMarco Murray and Sam Bradford. The big question, Jeff, and then they retain Mark Sanchez. Are the Eagles the team to beat in the NFC East now, or do you still say it goes through the Giants now?
No, because let me ask you a question. The Philadelphia Eagles run a play, every 22 seconds? They're a very fast-moving offense, correct?
Correct.
So they run a play every 22 seconds. So you need to be deep. Doesn't matter who you got, you need to be deep. You need to have like 2 or 3 running backs, 2 or 4 or 5 wide receivers, 2 or 3 guys inside, guards, right tackles, that crap. Because you got to be rotating a lot because you guys are going to be getting out of breath because it's a very fast-paced offense. They don't have the freaking depth. I don't care what anybody says. They don't got the freaking depth.
They don't have the depth.
And if you think DeMarco Murray is going to do for Philadelphia what he did in Dallas, you got another thing coming because the offensive line for the Philadelphia Phillies are nowhere near the offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys.
For the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now you go to the other side and you go to what Dallas does. Where do they go from here? They're already going to bring back Dez Bryant, but then you wonder who can the Cowboys have at running back for their team?
Hey, AA, it doesn't matter what the hell the record was for 2014. It's a new goddamn season. It doesn't matter what the record was last year. It's a new freaking season. You got to worry about the upcoming season. And you got more problems to worry about in the upcoming season than you did worrying about what's going on in the past. The past is the past. You got to worry about the future right now. And they got a serious freaking problem. And you can't deny that.
The NFC East will be the worst division in the NFL this season. That's what Josh says to you, Jeff.
It's not going to be like it always was. That could very well be a 2-team division, and that's that.
The Redskins, though, no. Their situation is their quarterback situation for Washington. And I have to say that to you directly, if you're listening there, Gary One Arm. He hasn't really shown up in a long time because the Redskins are so bad. The Redskins did sign Jerome Johnson. They plan to start him at strong safety. So Jerome Johnson going from Seattle to Washington. What's happening, Jeff, with all these NFL moves?
I want to ask you a question, Sean. I want to ask you a question, and everybody listen to the show and in the chat room. These guys are busting my chops about the Giants, okay? Here we go. The Giants have Eli Manning. They have freaking Victor Cruz on one side. They got Beckham Jr. on the other side. And they got Vern Green, the new running back that they just got from Patriots in the backfield, okay?
Shane Vereen,
okay? That's a nice threat, correct? You got
that
two
wide
receivers, or quarterback and a running back, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can't double coverage both wide receivers. Okay? Plus they got a really bitchin' tight end too, a really big tight end. Okay? So they got what they need. Now they got to fix their offensive line and their defense, and they'll be set. Okay? And with Spagnuolo coming back to be their defensive coordinator, they're going to be a totally different defensive team than they were last year or the year before that.
Probably the mindset for the New York Football Giants is this, that what they want to do is they realize Coughlin has 1 year left on his contract. Eli has 1 year left on his contract. The Giants want to make a shot and make a run at going to the Super Bowl and possibly winning it all. This has possibly got to be it because who knows after 2015, Jeff, where the Giants will be with Tom Coughlin and Eli Manning.
If I'm Coughlin and Eli Manning, I know I got 1 year left. If I win the Super Bowl, I'm done. I'm done. I'm retiring. If I'm Coughlin, I retire on the way out. If I'm Eli Manning, I don't need another contract. I got enough money. I'm going to retire on the Super Bowl. Boom. And there's no way his brother's going to get 2 more. So who's going to be the better Manning with Super Bowls in that family?
Eli Manning is, because Peyton Manning knows that this is probably the end for him because no one had any indication to come back and play for the Denver Broncos.
Now, Chip Kelly, on the other hand, he likes people who had injuries. Okay, he's got a quarterback who had 2 screwed up knees. He's got a running back who had a broken hand. He's got other people on there that's got screwed up body parts. He likes messed up people for some reason. Okay, Sam Bradford gets hit in the wrong spot. You might as well kiss your freaking season goodbye because there's no way Sanchez is taking you to the Super Bowl. Okay, and if you think that's going to happen, you're crazy. You're freaking crazy.
I can't wait until we get to when we get to August, because around August, Jeff, between middle of August or late August, we'll be all given our picks again, and who we will say is going to win the division. Right now, it's a toss-up to figure out who is really the favorite. Now, on the other side of this, we move to the other team at 23 minutes after the hour. That's the New York Jets. Over the weekend, the New York Jets were very, very active. Not only did they get Darrelle Revis back from the New England Patriots, but the Jets made another move. They also, of course, they got Ryan Fitzpatrick. Another big move the Jets made is they brought back Antonio Cromartie. He signed a 4-year contract with the Jets. They said now that the Jets' defense is improved, can they be a team that competes in the AFC East? What's your thoughts, Jeff, on the moves now that they got Revis and Cromartie back on New York Jets?
Well, they got their corners taken care of, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right? And the Giants got their cornerback back. Chucky Brown came back, and offensive lineman John Jerry came back. So, they made some moves to get some people back on their team as well. So, both the Jets and the Giants are making some moves, but the Jets are making bigger moves because they just pretty much took care of their corners. Okay? Pretty much, you're going to see a lot of NFL teams throwing the ball inside, away from those two corners.
The problem with the Jets, though, that I think that every Jet fan would want to know is who do they want at quarterback? That's the big question, Jeff, heading into 2015. Do they stick with Geno Smith, who had a miserable year last year, or do they go with a quarterback like Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's had a little bit of NFL experience but really hasn't totally been the best? I think that's still the big problem with the New York Jets, their quarterback situation.
Look at Double A. Double A says, we were offered Johnny Manziel and a first-round pick for Bradford.
But what do you think, Jeff, on the Jets quarterback situation? Who do you think they should go with, Fitzpatrick or Geno Smith?
They're probably going to go with Fitzpatrick because Fitzpatrick's got more experience. And personally, I think Fitzpatrick's a better quarterback than Geno Smith.
Yeah, and Geno needs to learn from Ryan Fitzpatrick and realize that the Jets, heading into this year, they don't have Rex Ryan. Rex, of course, we all know what happened. He got fired. It was a disastrous year. Now they bring in this new coach from the Arizona Cardinals, who is a coordinator for Arizona. Be interesting to see just how well the Jets look going into 2015 with their new offensive system. I don't know. And, the AFC East, I still say, goes through New England because the Patriots, may have lost Vince Wilfork to the Houston Texans and Darrelle Revis and Shane Vereen, but the Patriots are still the defending Super Bowl champions until somebody beats them. Shabba goes, Fitzpatrick is a better, quote, system quarterback, so yes. And Josh goes, nope. And Kathy, we're not talking about the NBA yet.
Well, why is she talking about the NBA, huh?
She's talking about the Celtics, and I'm like,
they suck.
We got to focus on the other stories, Kathy.
They stink just like the New York Knicks.
We'll get to them in a bit, but that's kind of the big moves that we got coming up right now. And Vince Wilfork, Jeff, how about this move? Going to the Houston Texans. What's your thoughts about that?
They needed somebody like that, didn't they? They needed somebody like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, then there you go.
Vince, that's all right, Kathy. No problem. The Patriots losing defensive lineman Vince Wilfork along with Darrelle Revis has been rough for this team over the last couple of weeks, as Robert Kraft has to have answers to make New England a team that has a chance to repeat. Wilfork decided, my days are done in New England. I've won a few Super Bowls. Now I'm going to go to Houston and see if I can win one there. Wilfork, he signed a 2-year contract worth $9 million, including $5 million in guaranteed money, a league source told ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter. Wilfork tweeted his decision to join the Texans and also posted a screenshot of a lengthier message in which he thanked the New England Patriots for the time he had there. So he's 33 years old, and he goes now to Houston.
Goes to Houston, huh?
Yeah, but I still say that the Colts are they're the team that is going to be tough in the AFC than Houston is. The Texans still have a lot of things they have to work to be a much improved team. They just lost Ryan Fitzpatrick, So you don't, and of course Matt Schaub, of course, left a few years ago. So you don't know where Houston will be, Jeff. There's still a lot of things there's a lot of areas and a lot of holes they have to fill.
A lot of holes they got to fill. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Still a lot of holes they have to fill.
Shabbat goes, hey, Jeff, if you think Pablo is oversized, get a load of Wilford. But he can play some nose tackle, though.
He can play some nose tackle. He's a big boy, man. He's a big boy. You know? He's a very big boy.
Another big story coming from the NFL. The Oakland Raiders, speaking of Matt Schaub, how about this, Jeff? The Oakland Raiders have released quarterback Matt Schaub from Oakland.
Matt Schaub from Oakland. What is he doing?
They have not indicated where he is going to go. It's just this came in today. Actually, yeah, today. This just as we are on the air right now, that the Raiders have released quarterback Matt Schaub. What do you think?
The Raiders released Matt Schaub. That's pretty interesting, considering he's the backup anyway. Right?
Yeah. Any takers, Jeff? Where do you think he would go to? Think he could go back to Houston and be quarterback there for the Texans?
He'd be a good matchup anywhere, wouldn't he? He'd be a good backup anywhere. He'd be a good backup anywhere, wouldn't he?
The Raiders, they paid Schaub $8 million last season. His release saves them $5.5 million in salary cap room. Oakland, which has signed an NFL high 9 unrestricted free agents from other rosters, has $25.1 million remaining.
Wow.
Shabbat goes, people go to the Raiders to get paid, not so much to play ball and win. Yikes.
Wow.
On that note, we got to run to our first commercial break of the day.
All right, you're listening to Jeff Escott, Shaw Man on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Stay fire safe this winter. Turn portable heaters off when you go to bed or leave the room. Keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet away. Plug portable heaters directly into wall outlets. Inspect and replace damaged cords, broken outlets, or loose connections. Use portable heaters with an automatic shutoff so that if they tip over, they turn off. Only use portable heaters approved by a recognized testing laboratory. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Be fire safe during the holidays. Only use decorations that are non-flammable or flame retardant. Check holiday lights each year for frayed wires or excessive wear. And do not link more than 3 strands. Never leave a burning candle unattended. Consider using battery-operated flameless candles which look and smell like real candles. If your celebration includes a natural tree, keep it away from any heat source or exit. Water your tree daily to keep it from becoming dry. Learn more at usfa.fema.gov. This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escott, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. 6 o'clock on the east, 3 o'clock on the west, and if you just happen to live in the central.
If you happen to live in that central, you have to figure it out for yourself. Otherwise, you've got serious problems.
Now, Laura, not everybody has 80 freaking degrees weather right now. In fact, I bet you The people on the East Coast, it's still freezing their ass off.
I'm sure it's really cold there, Laura, on the East Coast. How about you, Double A? How's the weather in Philadelphia?
So, relax. Hey, listen, I had to turn the air conditioner off before we started the show. I'm sweating in here, so you don't have to tell me about heat, okay? It's 5 degrees outside right now. It's hot here in San Diego. In fact, we're in a freaking heat wave here in San Diego. An unusual heat wave right now. It's going to be in the high 90s and hit 100 here by the end of the week. Are you kidding me?
Here's what people are reporting in the chat room. Shocker says it's only 79 degrees in Dallas. Browning says 75 here today in Kentucky. Josh says it's miserable here in Chicago.
See?
Attitude adjuster in the 40s.
See?
And Kathy says it's 80 degrees down in Florida.
See? It's in the miserable in Chicago. It's in the 40s. They need to be warm, for Jiminy Cricket's sakes. And they better know how to keep warm. That's why I'm playing that, for the people who are freezing on the East Coast. For me, I would like to hear some air conditioner commercial because I'm sweating my bees off over here.
Look what Laura says. Hey, only a couple weeks ago we had ice crusting the ground like snow. I'm going to celebrate. Freaking bite me.
You better not get used to it.
Read what I said.
That's right.
There you go. Don't mess with Laura. Laura will take you down any day.
You better not get used to that over there, Laura.
So anyway, Jeff, we were talking about the Oakland Raiders, and I got to ask you all about this. With the Raiders getting rid of their quarterback, what do we all expect the Raiders to be like in 2015? A team that's going to go from worst to first, or are we going to expect them to be right back in the dweller?
The same as they were in 2014.
The Raiders had a miserable year. They went, I believe it was 3-13 in the NFL season of 2014. And so the big question is, Oakland has a big decision to make at quarterback, and who knows what the Raiders are going to do.
Who knows what the Raiders are going to do? I don't even think the Raiders know what the Raiders are going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't even look at all these people just typing away. They're all busting my chops over here. Yeah, it's like a sauna over here, okay? Josh Lopez, program producer. It's like a sauna over here. Hey, I want to say something to Josh before we go in. I spoke to him earlier on the phone today. Hey, congratulations, Joshy. Way to go, bro. He's going to WrestleMania. He got his press pass for WrestleMania. Congratulations, my friend. Very excited for you. Now go spend a couple of grand on nothing. The hotel's going to kill you. The airfare's going to kill you. I'm going to watch it on my TV, on my computer over here, and not pay it, and only pay $9.95. How much you paying for this one? About $1,500. I'm paying $9.99. There you go.
Look what Shocker says. Raiders are going to be ballet dancers with no quarterback. And Kathy, LOL, you're right. The Raiders are the worst football team every season.
Well, they have Carr. Carr had a really good season for a rookie quarterback last year. That's why they got rid of Schaub.
I think the problem with the Oakland Raiders is this. Okay, they got to figure out, Carr is probably going to be their starting quarterback when 2015
He's their quarterback of the future, man. He's the quarterback of the future. He was a rookie last year, and he did pretty good.
Yeah, and of course, the thing with the Raiders is that they got to fix that defense. Their defense was horrible last year from day one.
Well, that's not the only thing. That's not the only thing that needs to be fixed over there.
Another thing that's making headlines tonight, I believe it's on ESPN when we get to the update, LeBron James, we move to the NBA right now, iffy for the Heat tilt. LeBron James tweaked his right knee in the second half of the Cleveland Cavaliers' 123-108 win against the Orlando Magic on Sunday and hopes it won't sideline him for his return to Miami to face the Heat on Monday night.
Good.
Because I'm sure, Jeff, every day you get up, you're seeing Cleveland this and Cleveland that, and you're sick and tired of the Cavaliers.
I am. I try not to watch anything or listen to anything that's on about them because I do. All they do is blah, 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 blah.
The NBA season, of course, is coming to a close on April in middle of April. And the big question we all have to ask ourselves, is Cleveland really the team to beat in the Eastern Conference?
Is Cleveland really the team to beat?
The Cavaliers
No.
have played some very good basketball. I believe they are now 24-5 in the last 29 games. Have the playoffs start tonight, the Cleveland Cavaliers would open up against the Indiana Pacers.
Right.
Josh goes, wait for the Skippy quotes today. I'm sure he was saying a lot of my this with the Cavaliers
I'm sure he
and
was.
my that.
I'm sure he was. I am sure he was. Do you know that Oklahoma City lost Ibaka? How about that?
OKC is trying to do whatever they can to hold on to that last
Well,
playoff
they just
spot,
lost-
and Ibaka loss is a big loss for them, Jeff.
They just lost Ibaka to who knows how long. He's got to have minor surgery on his knee. And
Then you got-
they're sitting in 8th place with a 1-game lead over the Pelicans. That's
Pelicans,
not good.
and do not rule out Phoenix. The Suns are still hanging in there, too.
Yeah, but they're behind the Pelicans. Pelicans are only 1 game behind the 8th seed. I would love to see the Pelicans knock Oklahoma out.
Golden State, of course, is number 1. Memphis is number 2. Portland, number 3. It's like if you look at the matchups from 3 through 7 in the Western Conference, it's just a back-and-forth situation. And Dallas, for a while, was up even to the 4th or even the 5th seed. Now they've dropped to number 7. Mark Cuban better have a better game plan.
Yeah, they're going the wrong way. See you, AA. They're going the wrong way. Instead of going up, they're going down.
That's what you get, Mark Cuban. You shouldn't be talking as like you saying that the NBA season should go all the way to July.
Correct. Correctamundo, my friendo.
San Antonio Spurs, another team. Manu Ginobili is out with an ankle injury. The Spurs losing to Manu Ginobili to a sprained right ankle in the third quarter of the 123-97 victory against the Timberwolves on Sunday night.
Really?
Indeed.
Wow.
Shabba goes, Pelicans lost a heartbreaker in double overtime to Denver last night. I saw that, and I was thinking of you, Shabba.
There you go, Shaba. He's thinking of you. Oh, no.
So, Jeff, Manu Ginobili out with an ankle injury. Is that a big impact for San Antonio? They've moved up to number 5 right now in the Western Conference.
Say that again for me.
They said that the Spurs have moved to number 5 in the Western Conference.
Well, they're moving up. They're moving up, and Oklahoma City's moving back.
And what was it you said, Jeff? The Spurs may be old, but they're a team you don't rule out. They're still the defending NBA champions.
San Antonio Spurs. I want to. You know what? It's, Thunder's playing the Mavericks tonight, correct?
Huge game for the Thunder playing against Dallas.
Yeah. Well, huge game for Dallas too. Correct?
Correct.
Huge game for Dallas. They don't want to keep going backwards. They want to start going upwards, not downwards. Correct?
Yeah, with the Mavericks, it's been like up and down. It's been like a few wins here and a few losses there, and they're just, there's up and down for them. Shocker goes, the Thunder will probably win.
I don't want the Thunder to win. I want freaking the Mavs to win tonight. Help out the Pelicans a little bit. Come on, have some faith there. The hell's the matter with you, Shocker? Have some faith, man.
I'm sure with Shocker, he probably thinks that I like both teams, but probably that Dallas isn't playing the best basketball right now.
No, but let's snap that and let's beat freaking the Thunder tonight. The hell's the matter with you, Shocker? Way to support your team there, buddy. Thunder will probably win. Way to support your Dallas team there, buddy.
Shocker goes, exactly.
That's being the opposite of a homer right there. That's totally. You will never hear Sean say something like that about his team at all. Never, ever will that come out of his mind. Talking about, say, the Patriots, telling us that the other team will probably win. Are you kidding me? He would never say that.
Nope.
He wouldn't say that when there's anybody's playing the Bruins, the Red Sox, none of that crap.
Sean lives in fantasy world.
Well,
Hey,
yes.
cut that out, Shocker. I don't live in fantasy world.
Yes, shocker. We all know he does. Guy goes on 5 vacations a year, doesn't have a freaking job. I don't get it.
I work during the summertime, and I will be doing just fine.
How many vacations you got planned for this year?
I got the Boston trip coming up.
That's number
I've got,
2.
I don't know what the plan is for the fall. I'll know when I get there.
Number 3. So I figure he's got at least 3 to 4 more vacations, and he'll have a total of 5.
When it comes to family, what the heck? Come on.
That's pretty funny.
In the Eastern Conference, the Atlanta Hawks still remain at number 1. And then in the 8th seed, how about this? It's kind of a 3-team, actually a 4-team race for that last playoff spot. Charlotte is 29-35. Miami 29-36. And can I believe I'm saying this?
No.
The Boston Celtics, my favorite basketball team, 29-36. They are not very far away. They've won 4 straight games, and the Celtics are playing good basketball right now.
Yeah, they're cranking. They're cranking.
I'd like to see them make it, but they don't. It's actually not a bad thing, because then the Celtics can go out and get big draft picks. So I don't know if this is a good thing of them making the playoffs, because they need moves. They need draft picks. I don't even if they get there, I'd still would say they're a first round and out. But
hey, you know
we'll
something?
See.
If the Chicago Bulls aren't lucky, if the Chicago Bulls aren't what's the word I'm looking for? Damn it. Dang it. The Chicago Bulls better be freaking worried, okay? Because they went from 1st to 4th, and if they're not careful, we'll end up on the other side of that 4 and be somewhere in 5 or 6. They better start winning some freaking games.
Ready for the first update, Jeff?
Are we ready for the first update? I guess so. Take it away, Sean, man, with the first update of the day. This update is brought to you by the Flipper. Head on over to flipper.com and get your Flipper today. Never, ever touch your toilet seat ever again. Use the Flipper. It attaches to the underside of your toilet seat with a little handle that sticks out, and you never have to touch your toilet seat ever again to flip it up or flip it down. It's called the Flipper, and it's at flipper.com. Take it away, Sean, man, with the first update of the day.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. 45 minutes after the hour on this Monday, March 16th, 2015. NHL, here are the games that we have for tonight. The Capitals taking on the Sabres. That game's on the NBC Sports Network, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 4 p.m. Pacific. At 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, it'll be the Canadiens taking on the Lightning. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, the Maple Leafs take on the Oilers. And lastly, at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 7:30 p.m. Pacific, the Coyotes at the Kings. We move to the NBA. 10 games tonight. You got the Raptors at the Spurs, Trailblazers at the Wizards, 76ers at the Celtics, Nuggets at the Grizzlies, Nets at the Timberwolves. The game on ESPN tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific, the Cavaliers taking on the Heat. Thunder at the Mavericks, Hornets at the Jazz, Hawks at the Kings, and lastly on ESPN tonight, it'll be the Lakers taking on the Warriors. And that game starts at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Major League Baseball, spring training action continuing. 11 games complete almost. We got a couple games going on right now. We'll start in the Cactus League. The Reds and the Giants right now. The Reds lead 9-2. Dodgers and the Athletics. That game is going right now to the Dodgers. They are leading 10-5. Padres 7-0 over the Cubs, top of the ninth. White Sox and the Diamondbacks. Right now, the Diamondbacks lead that game 6-2. And the team that's doing really well right now in the spring training, and probably expectations are really good heading into the season, the Royals, 6-5 win against the Cleveland Indians today. The Angels 5, the Rangers 3. So that's the Cactus League. In the Grapefruit League, the Cardinals shut out the Tigers 1-0. Jeff, sorry to say this, Red Sox over the Mets 4-3. Braves and the Astros ended in a tie at 2-2. The Astros played another game, and they lost 2-1 to the Nationals. And lastly, the Orioles and the Phillies. Right now, the Orioles, actually, they blow out the Phillies 16-4. That's the first of two updates for Sports World Radio. This update is brought to you by the Flipper at flipper.com. When we come back, more sports talk with Jeff Escow and Sean Mann, and we're not too far away from the Skippy quotes. Be right back after the commercial.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family. We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow and Sean Mann bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday. 6 p.m. in the East, 3 p.m. in the West, and if you live in the Central,
For you people that live in the Central, you don't even know what time it is there. I mean, that's like really, really sad. I'm tired of figuring it out for you. So figure it out for you people in Texas and Chicago what time it is in the Central.
Tell them, Jinxie.
You know what? You take that, Jinxie, and be quiet.
Tell him, Jinxie. I was busting his chops about his trip to Boston when we were on commercial break. I'm not going to say too much of it, because if you want to know what we were talking about during the commercial break, you'll have that opportunity pretty soon, because we're going to be coming out with Sports World Radio's sports shorts. It's what we talk about during the commercial break. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I was busting his chops a little bit. It was kind of fun, Jinxie. Right, Jinxie? Jinx boy?
Take that, Jinxie, and be quiet.
Tell you, it's going to happen. Mark my words.
Yeah. Just like Jeff, how you always thought that the Dallas Cowboys were going to be so bad, and look what ended up happening. They made the playoffs, and then you were wrong on that prediction. You can't always be the master of predictions all the time.
I am most of the time, though.
You are most of the time, yeah.
See? And I'm making another one, but we're not telling it what it is on the air.
Jeez.
If you want to hear about it, you're going to have to join Sports World Radio Sports Shorts. Jeez, look at them.
How about this one? We go to the more NBA news. How about Adidas? Adidas, the shoe company, won't bid on an NBA apparel deal. Adidas announced on Monday that it has decided, Jeff, not to pursue an extension to its official apparel deal with the NBA, which expires at the end of the 2016-2017 season.
Adidas is not going to go anymore with the NBA?
No. After the 2016-2017 season, they will not use that.
They must not be making enough money off of the NBA.
That's right. As Adidas slipped to the third biggest shoe and apparel business in the United States in 2014, the brand was supposed by Under Armour. The NBA made inquiries about the next deal. With 2 full seasons left on the current deal, Adidas announced it would pull out of future bidding.
Yeah, it's because Under Armour came in and freaking took over.
Yep.
right?
That's what ended up happening.
Yeah, so who are the three? Nike, Under Armour, and who's the third one?
Adidas. And I'm trying to think.
Probably Adidas being the third, right?
Yeah.
Adidas didn't like that. Oh, well. You should have looked ahead of this. You should have looked ahead, Adidas, to see this coming. Oh, well, Adidas. Go to a different league that uses sneakers and stuff. What about the WNBA, Adidas? Huh?
That's a good question.
You already got all the crap, huh? Huh? What do I got to think of everything?
In January, the new Adidas America president, Mark King, took the unusual step of revealing that the company would sign as many as 250 new NFL endorsers and 250 Major League Baseball endorsers.
That's nuts.
The company has been under significant pressure as its business has slipped, while that of competitors Nike and Under Armour has soared. The top two players in the space, who are already marketing partners of the league, are both expected to make serious bids to be the official uniform supplier to the NBA. Look what Josh says. Adidas bad. Brand broke my ankle playing football in it. Cough, cough, Derek Rosekiller. Jeff, did you wear a lot of the Adidas for the NBA apparel that they had for the shoes?
No, I wore Converse.
Converse is good. And
How
then,
about that?
let's see, Shocker goes New Balance for the win.
No, I wore Converse back in those days. I had nice high-top Converse.
What about Nike?
Nope, I didn't use Nike. I wore Converse. That's what I wore, Converse. The whole team wore the same shoe. We all wore Converse. Everybody had to buy their own shoes, but we all bought the same ones.
Kind of like a mixture. I didn't care what I really wear, as long as it could make fit for the feet and not hurt my ankles.
I wore the Converse shoes only for the game, but then I had Converse sneakers, Converse shoes also that were, for practice. I never practiced in the shoes I played games in. They were only for game shoes. So they would stay clean. This way you don't have to keep cleaning them all the time. And then you got practice shoes that you don't have to worry about,
Back to the NFL. Here's the next story. As you all know, I've kind of been getting away from it, Josh and Jeff, and Shocker, but here we go. Inglewood NFL Stadium plant begins long inevitable downfall. Are you still foolish enough to be getting your hopes up for every new plan to build an NFL stadium in Los Angeles?
Keep dreaming.
Just for a reminder that not a single one of those has worked out in 2 decades since the Football League abandoned the city.
Keep dreaming, boys.
Stan Kroenke continues to put together a plan about maybe having the Rams become the Los Angeles Rams.
The Los Angeles Rams.
And like you said, Jeff, you're still saying, watch what happens when everything goes well, and then, boom, nobody really enjoys going to NFL games in Hollywood and L.A.
Right. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. And do you know that Levi Stadium up in San Francisco, it's only half filled during games anyway? Okay? So they can't even fill that stadium up. What do you expect is going to happen in L.A.? People are morons. I'm telling you, nobody understands that. Sure, the box seats will be taken and everything, but half the stadium's going to be empty after that.
Because what do people like to do in Los Angeles? There's a lot of stuff to do there.
Right. Exactly.
It's just an absolute joke to be able to look at putting an NFL team in Los Angeles because the stadium because LA has never supported an NFL team. The developers have so far refused to officially commit to hiring union workers to build and operate the stadium, and while they are promised, quote, good jobs, labor leaders are worried they won't quite stick to that promise. Maybe, Jeff, they're listening to us. Union jobs mean better protections for workers and guaranteed decent wages. Quote, we've got enough poverty jobs, says one labor leader. So how about that, Jeff? And when you think about all the labor leaders?
I think they're all in it just for themselves.
I don't know about that, Shocker.
I don't think they care about.
Would Toronto seriously want to consider supporting the Bills moving to Toronto? What?
I don't see it personally. The football team in L.A., I don't care who the hell it is, it's going to have a honeymoon period of maybe 1 to 2 years, maybe 3, and then after that you're going to get a half a stadium every single week. And it's going to be more of a headache for traffic than it is going to be for anything.
I don't know. Toronto is more of – that's hockey area there. Their big focus is the Toronto Maple Leafs because hockey is so big in Canada.
Well, I hate to tell you, but the team that just bought the Bills, he can't move them. He just bought them. He can't move them right away. There's something in the NFL bylaws. Plus, I think that the owner that bought the Bulls is the same guy who owns the Sabres, the Buffalo Sabres. So he ain't gonna move the team. The team is staying. Yeah, they already played one game in Toronto because a lot of fans from Toronto come to Bull games. So they said, hey, let's go up there and play a game for those bastards.
I could just not picture seeing an NFL team in Canada, but with Roger
I got no
Goodell,
problem with
knows
it.
Because
Sean, I got no problem with it, to tell you the truth. As long as it's not in London. I got no problem with it because Canada is on the same time zone as us. Okay?
I can agree with that.
I got no problem with it. None whatsoever. It's the freaking London I got a problem with.
With all that jet lagging.
Well, you know something, Josh? You know what? Every time they throw it to him, I'll just change the freaking channel. Plus,
with
it starts
Charles
on
Barkley, who's going to be doing March Madness.
Yeah, but plus it starts on Friday, right? It starts on Thursday, right?
Thursday, and get your brackets filled out for all the fantasy basketball participants.
Yeah,
mine filled out.
Right. Get your if you haven't joined our NCAA tournament pick'em bracket league or NCAA bracket league, then you better get to it.
And on that note, top of the hour, commercial break.
Already? We'll be right back. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
My mother made the best toffee in the world. It's delicious. So now we've turned her toffee into a business. My goal was to take an idea and make it happen. I'm Janet Long, and I formed my toffee company through LegalZoom. I never really thought I would make money doing what I love.
We created LegalZoom to help people start their business and launch their dreams. Go to LegalZoom.com today and make your business dream a reality. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right, Sean, where are we going next, you rat bastard?
All right, Jeff, the next story we get to, and I'm glad we had a bit of a conversation about that, with you putting in the bracket, putting in the link for people to sign up for the NCAA tournament, everybody for the sports writers has picked University of Kentucky to win the national championship with their record of being 34-0.
Yeah, everybody and their mother's picking them. Everybody and their mother's picking them. I don't like that.
You would like to see an upset special for round of 64 for the first round.
I don't want to see him win it. I want to see him get beat, to tell you the truth. I'm mean that way.
But the question is, who can be the team that could knock them out? Duke, maybe? Kansas? Kansas could be a possibility.
No, it's going to be either Wisconsin or Arizona. Because if you look down the road, that's who they're going to end up playing, Wisconsin or Arizona. It's going to be one of those two teams that are going to do it.
Oregon is in there. VCU, you're at, like you said, number 2, Arizona. What about North Carolina? They're ranked number 4.
They don't have it. North Carolina don't have it. They don't have enough what it takes to beat Kentucky. I don't think they can do it. I think the only team that really can do it is Wisconsin or Arizona. I don't think any other team can do it.
They got Villanova, and of course Wyoming is playing UN. I have to figure out Louisville, and there's a lot of big teams in there. And then of course in the South, Duke could, because Duke is the number 1 seed. They could beat Kentucky, but Kentucky's going to be tough. Calipari, one of the reasons why he came there was to win national championships and turn the program around. Look what Browning says. Blue Nation, baby.
Yeah,
Big Blue Nation.
Yeah, right. You know what? You're just a bandwagon.
Sure, LeBum follower. You're just happy because LeBron is winning again. Cleveland's doing so well. I didn't see very much of you the last couple months there, Browning.
I know. He didn't show up when they were doing bad, but now that they're doing good, he's all over us, isn't he?
Yes.
I love those people. Browning bastard.
I would like to see the Cavaliers get knocked out in the first round. That would be hysterical.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that. That would tickle my fancy so bad. That would make me a very proud man. If they,
Josh,
make me a
like
very
Jeff
happy
pointed out,
man. Can you imagine if the Pacers knock them out?
Ooh.
How awesome would that be?
Ooh, I would laugh so hard.
How awesome
Kathy
would that be?
Josh would, you would, Jeff. Oh, man.
I'd be loving it.
In the NBA, a team that, going back to it again for basketball, the Chicago Bulls, they have dropped to the number. You said, Jeff, and you're addressing this to Josh and every Bulls fan, Bulls are number 4 right now. They got a problem.
They got a big problem. They got a big problem. They're going backwards instead of forwards. They're a big freaking problem, man. Okay.
The Bulls would open up against Washington. Playoffs started tonight. There's 14 games left for the Chicago Bulls.
14 games left. They better win at least 10 or 11 of them. They better win at least 10 or 11 of them. They got to, you know what? They got to get in the third or they got to get out of the 4th position badly. They need to get into that 3rd position. Because then they won't face Cleveland until the end. If they face them at all. If they're stuck in this 4th position, they're going to face Cleveland in the 2nd round.
The guys will be back for the playoffs. They'll be fine. Doesn't matter which seed they will be. That's what Josh says to you, Jeff.
Who? Cleveland?
The Bulls.
I hope so. Josh, I picked them. Don't get on me. I picked them to win it. I picked them to win the East, and they're letting me down. Just like they're letting you down. So don't get on me for that. Get on them. Beginning of the year, I think all 3 of us picked Chicago in the East, right?
Yeah, we all pretty much did because the Bulls had a lot of depth. They rebuilt their team. They fixed it up.
Get on me for that. I picked them. They're disappointing me. 40-28, they better get freaking moving. Okay? They're 1 game behind Toronto.
Got to ask you, Josh, and I'll probably ask Frank this too. what's the mood like in Chicago for all the Bulls fans?
Not happy.
Josh goes, they're not letting me down because the regular season doesn't mean anything.
Well, I hate to tell you something, but it does mean something. Because if you're in a top 4 spot in the playoffs, you get home court advantage, correct?
Yes, you do.
Okay, if you're in the bottom 4 spots, guess what? You're playing on the road all the time. Okay?
It's not easy to play on the road.
So, yes, regular season does matter because it seeds you in the playoffs.
And seedings at this point
of
time are everything.
Are everything. Correctamundo.
Because there's like 15, 14 regular season games left.
Exactly. They got to win at least 11 of them. While teams lose like 7 or 8 or 9 of them, half of them. They got to be in third by the time the playoff starts to have any chance. Otherwise, it's just going to piss me off, man. It's already pissing me off.
It is, too, and I just hope that one thing happens. Anybody rather than Cleveland. Cavaliers win the NBA Finals this year. Oh, gosh, I'm going to hate that.
I'm not going to like it neither.
Because then, Jeff, we got to come to the show and talk about how Cleveland finally ended sports misery.
Exactly.
Josh goes, you got 3 of our stars. I'm not surprised they're losing games. It is what it is.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Okay, we all knew if Derrick Rose went down, they'd be crap. Well, guess what happened? He went down again, and guess what they are? Crap. There's no way they're going to win without him. No way. Work doesn't apparently support my hockey Jones. Well, neither do we. Except on Wednesdays. Because that's when Ron is here.
Three main guys are out with injuries, Jeff.
I know. Well, what do you want from me?
Josh, I have to tell you one thing. They need to get healthy quickly and fast because the NBA season, I'm going to look this up on my calendar, the NBA season ending in the middle of April is huge for the Bulls. Huge. They need to try to get past the 4th seed, try to hold off Washington. Otherwise, the Bulls got a major problem. Then they would have to flip. They would have to go to Washington to play there.
Correct. They need to end up in the 3rd spot or even the 2nd spot.
I don't know about that. When you look at the way the NBA standings are in the Eastern Conference right now, the Cavaliers are the number 2 seed. Mm-hmm. And as number 2 seed, they're the team that looks like they could lock that seed up and open up the first round against Indiana, maybe Boston. How about this matchup? And this is possible for an NBA matchup, Jeff. The Miami Heat. Suppose the Heat get the number 7 seed. How about LeBron James going up against his former team?
I'd like to see him take him out, too. I'd like to see them take LeBron
out. Man. Miami goes up against Cleveland. I would laugh so hard, and you know that would boost the NBA ratings for television because LeBron won 2 NBA championships the last 2 years, actually 2012 and 2013 with Miami. And Miami goes up against them. It would be such a sweet upset special the first round to see Cleveland just get knocked out by Miami, and LeBron loses to the former team he brought 2 championships to.
Correct.
Because remember, LeBron always talked about, we're not talking about not 4, not 5, not 6. He was talking all about a dynasty in Miami. What the heck does the guy do? He only wins 2 NBA championships. The guy's a failure. He's 2-3 all time in NBA Finals. Sorry, Browning, but LeBron is not the best NBA player. I hate to tell you. I hate to break it to you.
He didn't get him. Exactly. He went somewhere else. He didn't get him. I'd like to see Miami beat him. I really would.
It's a possibility that could be the first round matchup. We'll see. It just depends on what happens the next few weeks proceedings.
That'd be awesome if they did. You know that.
Browning says the last time the Bulls played Wizards in the playoffs, the Wizards beat. Yeah, we remember that.
I know
13
Browning.
minutes after the hour.
I know, and that's who the Bulls start off this year with. That's why I want them to get move up another spot. You know?
Everybody picked them out of the East.
Yeah, and nobody's talking about Milwaukee either.
The Bucks,
yeah.
They're the number 6th seed. They would open up against, shocker, the Toronto Raptors.
Nobody's talking about them yet. They're sitting in the 6th seed. Correct?
Correct.
Nobody. They're talking about Chicago. They're talking about Cleveland. They're talking about Atlanta. They're talking about Toronto. Nobody's talking about Milwaukee at all in the freaking league, on TV at all. Correct?
Correct.
How crazy is that? And they're in the playoffs.
Very crazy.
You know?
And you think about where they were last year by this time, a team that was 15-67, had a disastrous year, and here comes Jason Kidd, the first-year coach of the Bucks, comes in there, turns them around, and now all of a sudden you're talking about a team that's 34-32 and the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. And by the way, Shaba, the Bucks play New Orleans tomorrow night.
Yes. That's going to be an interesting game. And I want to see the freaking New Orleans make the playoffs and knock Oklahoma out. I want to see that. That'd be pretty freaking awesome.
I do too.
Yeah. Hey, let's run to a quarter of the hour break.
Okay.
All right? You're listening to Jeff Escow and Shaw Man on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Stay fire safe this winter. Turn portable heaters off when you go to bed or leave the room. Keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet away. Plug portable heaters directly into wall outlets. Inspect and replace damaged cords, broken outlets, or loose connections. Use portable heaters with an automatic shutoff so that if they tip over, they turn off. Only use portable heaters approved by a recognized testing laboratory. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Be fire safe during the holidays. Only use decorations that are non-flammable or flame retardant. Check holiday lights each year for frayed wires or excessive wear. And do not link more than 3 strands. Never leave a burning candle unattended. Consider using battery-operated flameless candles which look and smell like real candles. If your celebration includes a natural tree, keep it away from any heat source or exit. Water your tree daily to keep it from becoming dry. Learn more at usfa.fema.gov. This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Radio, Jeff Escow, Shaw Man, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday on SportsWorldRadio.com. 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock on the West, and if you happen to live in the Central.
You people live in the Central, figure that out for yourself.
All right, where are we going to next, my friend?
All right, going back to the Milwaukee Bucks, Jeff, we go back to the NBA. Can the Bucks be the team that gets out of the first round, maybe finally does it? They win a playoff round, and they finally convince the Buck fans, we're back again. We're finally back to playing Milwaukee Bucks basketball.
No, you're not. You're going to take them a while to get back. I don't think they're totally back yet.
The next story we get to, the Los Angeles Clippers in the NBA, they made some news. They signed guard Nate Robinson to a second 10-day contract and forward Jordan Hamilton for the rest of the season, multiple sources told ESPN.com.
Really?
Robinson was signed to a 10-day contract on March 7th to help the second unit ease the loss of Jamal Crawford, who is out indefinitely with a right calf contusion. Crawford will miss at least the next 10 days, if not more, before he is able to return to practice, making the decision to extend Robinson an easy one for now. His status on the team for the rest of the season has not yet been determined.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Shabba says, hey, Jeff, it's true about the Warriors, and he says this to me too, being tough, but I didn't expect the Pelicans to be this good without a consistent second scorer.
There you go.
You surprised about the Pelicans too, Jeff?
I'm kind of happy about it too, though. You know what I mean?
I think on our NBA elimination, I know that we had eliminated the Pelicans. We haven't done that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to get that all covered.
Yeah, we had definitely eliminated them for sure.
So what's your take on the Clippers, Jeff? Do you think they're the team that can go very far in the Western Conference?
I don't know. What do you They're in a tough division, man. That West is crazy. Come on.
They're in the 6th seed. If the playoffs start today, the Clippers would play the Portland Trailblazers.
See what I'm saying? And that's a tough team, Portland. You know, whoever comes out of the West is going to deserve it because they're going to get their ass beat. Okay? You're going to be all beat up before you even get out of the West and get to the finals. You know? Whoever comes out of the West, man, one or two things are going to happen. They're going to be beaten, beat to hell, and not going to have anything left. Or the team that they're going to play from the East, they're going to demolish because they just went through the West, and the West is tougher. One of those two things are going to happen.
Yep.
The West is just unbelievable.
Way too strong, and the Eastern Conference is weak.
You got way too many good teams on the West. In the West.
And the team that everybody is surprised about, that nobody expected to be this good, the Golden State Warriors. Nobody even expected them to be this good. Been outstanding all year. The Warriors have only lost 2 games at home all year. They're 23-11 on the road.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see what happens coming out of the West. I'm going to probably watch the West more because it's more of a tight-knit group in the West. It's more exciting. The West is more exciting right now than the East. And it used to be the other way around where the East was more exciting than the West years ago. But now the West is kind of taken over.
Growing up, though, too, Jeff, and watching NBA, the East was always exciting, but there was, back in the days in the 90s growing up, the Western Conference was always fun to watch. There was always a lot of big matchups in that Western Conference.
But the Eastern Conference was more fun for me to watch growing up than the Western Conference. I didn't watch the Western Conference that much, except if the Lakers were playing. That's pretty much it. So what does that tell you? I bet you if you ask a lot of people, a lot of NBA fans my age, they'd probably say the same thing depending on where they grew up at. Like a lot of people that grew up on the East Coast probably didn't get a lot of West Coast games, so most of their basketball knowledge is from the East Coast.
Yep.
Right? I mean, that's just how it goes.
You are correct about that, Jeff, and about how it goes, but right now the West is just so tough. Memphis, they've been impressive. They're 46-20. Portland, 44-20. Houston, they could possibly move up to maybe the number 2 seed. It's going to be a wild next couple weeks just to see where everybody's going to be at for both conferences, in the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference.
Correct. Correctamundo, my friend.
And Miami, against Cleveland, I can still picture that happening. The Heat going up against the Cavs, LeBron against his former team, LeBron, the man that won 2 NBA championships, even though I was disgusted with that. It made me sick. I don't want to see him win again. And I know, Josh, you would agree with me about this too, that we're both sick and tired, and you are too, Jeff, that it's always been LeBron James the last few years in the NBA Finals.
Right. Yeah, well, I'm tired of that. I can't stand that, man. It's just driving me nuts.
Laura goes, Jeff grew up when basketball was invented.
Yeah, sure. Yes, I'm that old. And I just had a birthday on Saturday, so I'm even older now. How about that, bitches? The Lakers were in Minnesota when Jeff was young, even though they moved in the 1960s. I remember that. Minnesota Lakers, Minneapolis Lakers. Yeah, I remember that crap.
Then they moved to L.A. and became the Los Angeles Lakers in the
It's
1960s.
A sauna in here, man. Holy freaking moly. It's getting hot. I'm not liking it.
The Philadelphia Phillies in Major League Baseball. Cliff Lee will try to avoid surgery. Cliff Lee has been placed on the disabled list, 60-day disabled list, by the Philadelphia Phillies to attempt to rehabilitate an elbow injury without surgery.
Wow. Sucks to be him.
Phillies, who knows where they will be. They're the team that's in the rebuilding process. And Double-A, I have to address that to you, buddy. I know you just left, but I know you're probably listening out there, that the Phillies need more pieces.
Yeah, and the pieces they got aren't that good right now anyway.
Haven't won a World Series, the Phillies, since 2008.
Oh,
the team announced Monday that an operation was recommended. Lee has a torn common flexor tendon and was told last week to stop throwing in spring training at the Phillies complex.
Yes. Correct. Correct. I agree with you.
True. We'll have to see how the National League East comes about. I'm sure, Jeff, before the season starts, we'll all be making our picks on the divisions and about who we think is going to be so good in Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be doing that pretty soon. Right before spring training breaks, we usually do it, right?
Right.
Yeah, we'll get to that like we do each and every year. You still have our picks from last year too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Look at you rock and roll, man. Hey, you know what? We're going to run to a break a little bit early because I think we're going to get out of here a little bit early. I'm smoking hot in here right now, so let's run to a quick break. You're listening to we got the update. Let's do the update, right?
Right.
Let's do the update now, then we'll run the break, and then we'll get on back here. This update is brought to you by The Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today. Never, ever touch the toilet seat ever again to lift it or lower it. It's called The Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the final update of the day.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. 26 minutes after the hour, breaking news on Sports World Radio and on ESPN. A source said that the Eagles are going to pass now on Tim Tebow. He worked out for the Eagles, but the Eagles have come out and said they are going to pass on him. So that means that Tim Tebow probably would be looking for another NFL team elsewhere, or he'd be doing something else. Other news to announce, Matt Schaub has been released by the Oakland Raiders. They saved $5.5 million contract. Vince Wilfork will not be heading back to New England to be a Patriot. He is going down to the Lone Star State to play, not with the Dallas Cowboys, but with the other team, which is called the Houston Texans. Other news by the Eagles, too. They got DeMarco Murray. The Jets, of course, got Antonio Cromartie, signing a 4-year contract, and, of course, picking up Darrelle Revis last week, and Ryan Fitzpatrick. So the Jets have quickly made additions to their defense. And then the question is, who will they have at starting quarterback? That's one of the big moves that is going on right now. So a lot of trades, lots of signings going on in the National Football League. In Major League Baseball, pointed out earlier and actually a little bit ago, Cliff Lee has been placed on the 60-day disabled list because of an injury. that he has suffered, so he will miss a lot of the season this year for a Phillies team that is expected to be rebuilding. Scores from today for the spring training action today. In the Grapefruit League, the Cardinals, they shut out the Tigers 1-0. The Red Sox over the Mets by a score of 4-3. The Braves and the Astros, they tie at 2. Nationals 2, Astros 1. The Orioles blow out Phillies 16-4. In the Cactus League, the Royals 6, Indians 5, Reds 10, Giants 4, Dodgers 10, Athletics 5, Padres 7, Cubs 0. Rangers and the Angels, this game belongs to the Angels, 5-3. Diamondbacks and the White Sox, this game goes to the Diamondbacks, 6-2. So those are the games from the Major League Baseball. In the NBA, big games for tonight. The Pacers, who are, of course, trying to battle it out with with 3 other teams, with 3 or 4 teams for the 7th and maybe even 8th seed. They're playing Toronto right now. 2 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. The Raptors lead the game 23-22. Toronto, of course, is trying to move up, even get past Cleveland, possibly for that number 2 seed, which will be very tough to do. The Trailblazers and the Wizards. Right now, the Wizards lead 22-16. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Other games, 76ers taking on a red-hot Boston Celtics team. The Celtics have now won 4 straight games. With the team that has been favored not to do so well, the Boston Celtics are sitting very, very close to the 8th and final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. The Nuggets at the Grizzlies, Nets at the Timberwolves. The game on ESPN at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 5 p.m. Pacific. The Cavaliers taking on the Heat. LeBron James will not be playing against his former team, out with an injury. Thunder at the Mavericks. Dallas, of course, has dropped to the number 7 seed, taking on a Thunder team trying to hold off the Pelicans, who are the number 8 seed. Hornets at the Jazz. Hawks at the Kings. Atlanta already in the playoffs, just trying to basically finish up and have home court throughout the entire NBA playoffs in the Eastern Conference and maybe the NBA Finals. The Lakers taking on the Warriors. That game is on at ESPN, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Golden State in LA, rebuilding. In the NHL, here's the games that we have for today. 4 of them. The Sabres leading the Capitals 2-1. That game is on the NBC Sports Network. 9 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first period. Canadians at the Lightning, Maple Leafs at the Oilers, and lastly, it'll be the Coyotes taking on the Kings. For Sports World Radio, I'm Sean Mann. This update was brought to you by the Flipper at flipper.com. When we come back from the commercial break, more sports talk with Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
What's playing, but we're coming back. Welcome back to SportsWorldRadio.com. What the heck was that playing there? Wow, I didn't even know what that was, man. Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. I believe we're going to come out with the Skippy quotes right now, and then once we're done with the Skippy segment, we're getting the flock out of here. So get your hats on ready, boys and girls, because here it comes.
Skippy Bayless said that my Boston Red Sox need to have a more laid-back approach.
I bet you that turns your ego, man. I bet you that pisses you off that he puts the word "my" in front of the Boston Red Sox. You know something, Sean? If I was a Boston Red Sox fan, that would piss me off like crazy.
Yeah, but I'm not going to blow up on the air about it.
Why not? That's what you're supposed to do. You're the fan. You're supposed to.
Got to keep it clean, Jeff.
Well, you can't blow up on the air without cursing? I've seen you do it before.
Not on this segment, Jeff.
Sure. I do believe Laura wants to join in on this call here. So we're going to give her a call right now and see if she wants to. I guess she wants in on the Skippy stuff. I don't know.
Hello, Laura?
Hey, that's a great microphone you got working there, Laura. Okay, so that doesn't piss you. Why? What do you mean? This is that's why we do the Skippy quote, so we can jump down his throat for what he says.
I just shake it off and shake my head and ignore it.
Oh, you're becoming too easy now.
Not becoming easy.
Yeah. If he freaking said something about your team 2 weeks ago, you would have been all over him. You're cutting him some slack. I don't like that.
I'm not cutting him any slack, Jeff. I'm just trying to keep it cool and just laugh at everything he says and blow it off. Don't make such a big deal about it. That's why I don't even watch his show.
Because if he said something about my team, you're going to be like, okay, what do you have to say, Jeff? Right? So that's why I'm asking you, what do you have to say, Sean? And you got nothing to say. Wow.
I just laugh it off and ignore it because it's all a bunch of BS made up by him anyway.
I know, it is. It is all BS. I listened to him a little bit this morning. Hey, although he did make some good points this morning, I was kind of interested in that. You know me, that never freaking works. I guess Laura's microphone's not working.
Guess not either.
Oh, well.
Skippy Bayless said that he's so excited for March Madness.
There's a lot of people excited for March Madness. You're excited, I'm excited, he's excited, the whole world's excited. It's an exciting time. I love March Madness. This is the best time of the year, Sean. It's your birthday. It's March Madness. Baseball season's getting ready to start. Hockey season's coming to an end. This is the best time of the year for you. You must love this time of the year, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I do, too. St. Patty's Day, birthdays, NCAA tournament, the beginning of freaking baseball, the end of basketball, the end of right? A whole new cycle's getting ready to start, right, bro?
Yep.
You're a little subdued today, my friend.
I'm okay.
Are you there, Laura?
I think that'll work now.
Laura just called. Look, you know what? Laura just added herself to the call. Sneaky little broad, isn't she?
Can you actually hear me now?
What are we, a Verizon Wireless commercial? Yes, we can hear you now. You're sneaky little broad. Just brings herself right on the show.
Well, you already added me once.
I know,
I
but
figure,
I know.
hey, I think I might have the damn microphone thing sorted out. So.
But you know what's funny about that, Laura, is that
what
people that use Skype don't know that they can add themselves to the call if they were once in it before.
Oh, I've been using Skype for a number of years now, so.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so you wanted in this conversation, didn't you?
Yeah, I would actually like to encourage Sean to rant for once, for God's sakes.
Thank you.
Sheesh.
Thank you.
You're allowed.
That's what this show is. It's a one big rant of a show.
And
Sean, you can. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And Shaba says, don't sweat Skippy Bayless. It's just Skippy, for Christ's sake.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just ignoring whatever he says, and I'm just laughing it off as I read the Skippy quotes.
Hey, we're getting a 2-for-1, aren't we?
Well, you can sit there and make fun of it at the same time. You know, do what I do. Skippy Bayless says Charles Barkley can grant prayers.
Charles Barkley can't even tie his own shoes, let alone grant prayers.
Skippy Bayless said that Kentucky is going to win the national championship.
Yeah, well, there's only one team I think that can take Kentucky, or two teams that can take Kentucky down, Wisconsin and Arizona, and that's it.
What about Duke?
I don't think Duke can do it. I don't
know about that.
I don't think they have the outside perimeter shooting to do it, to tell you the truth. What do you think, Shaba?
We're trying to get situated here a second. They can hear you if you talk, hon.
Yeah, I can hear you. That's why I said we got a 2-for-1. Laura calls in, and we got Laura and Shaba on the phone.
Yep.
Exactly.
We're sharing headphones. So.
Oh God.
It's like a 2x2 studio, right? 2 feet by 2 feet.
Skippy Bayless said, my New England Patriots made a mistake letting Vince Wilfork go. They're your New England Patriots? Bite me.
That's the Sean we know and love.
There we go.
There we go. I can't say anything about the Patriots because that's your team. So go ahead. You and Kathy, have at it.
Well, see, here's the thing. Sean seems to think that if he rants, it's like if we rant, it has to be like lots of bad language or something like that. No, you can rant and still keep it clean.
That's right. You just change the curse words like I did, like for Jiminy Cricket's sakes, man.
And darn and Jehoshaphat. Or whatever.
Yeah, or cheese and rice, or shut the
Christ
front door.
Cracker.
Something like that.
Yeah, shut the front door.
Skippy Bayless said, my Boston Red Sox need to give Pablo Sandoval a break.
Skippy Bayless owns everything.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll give Pablo Sandoval a break when that fat bastard loses some weight. Okay? He plays third base. He can't even bend over to pick up a freaking bunt. His stomach is in the way, that fat bastard. How the hell do you show up? You're the new $95 million man. You sign a 5-year deal for $95 million. You show up last to camp and out of shape, overweight. You fat bastard.
Well, who's on shortstop? Vince Wilfork?
No.
Just because you're just jealous, Jeff, because he went to Boston, and any player that goes there, you got to rip on him.
And another thing, Mr. Sean, last year when he played for the San Francisco 49ers, you ripped him and called him a fat bastard. Now that he plays on your Boston Red Sox, you're in love with the guy, right?
And what's your point, Jeff?
You're wishy-washy.
Wishy-washy doesn't have anything to do with it, Jeff.
Okay, you know what?
Anybody that plays for Boston is sacrosanct.
Exactly. And you know what? It's another thing. If he gets traded or doesn't play for your team no more, screw him. I hate him. Just like this guy
part of the game.
I know that, but you did that with with Wilfork when he went to Tennessee. Oh, he sucks. All of a sudden, he's not on your team no more. He sucks.
Because apparently he's good enough to be on the.
He just won a Super Bowl with you guys, and now he sucks because he's not on your team no more. I don't get that.
It's part of the game, Jeff.
I know.
Some people have to take the money somewhere else.
Correct. No, I agree with you. But at least you could turn around. Hey, he went for the money. I wish him luck. You don't have to say he sucks.
I didn't say that he sucked.
Yes, you did. You typed it in the freaking room when you were talking with Kathy. I saw it. Don't try to get it by me. You sneaked it by me. I saw it. I saw it, you rat bastard. I saw it. What else does Skippy say?
Well, it's tough.
Wilfork's not going to sneak anything.
It's
that
tough
fat
for
bastard
Wilfork
can't
to be secretive about anything. He's too big.
Yeah, that fat bastard. He was way too big to be sneaky. He's like, you know what? Pablo Sandoval's the size of Wilfork, man. He's got to lose some weight, otherwise Pablo Sandoval ain't going to be able to swing the bat.
I am scrolling down the chat room, Jeff, and I don't see anywhere where I said Vince Wilfork sucks.
Well, you started the show off that way.
Ooh, Sean.
You started. I'll find it, you rat bastard.
I rest my case.
I'll find it, you rat bastard. Give me the next Skippy quote, you hump.
The defense rests counselor.
Yeah. Okay.
Skip Bayless said he's not excited for WrestleMania 31.
He's not. Well, that's great. Who the hell wants him to be excited? I'm going to be watching it. Not only am I going to be watching it, but Josh is going to be there. Josh got his freaking press pass for it. That's exciting.
I'm still waiting for Escal Bayless. That's what I'm waiting for.
That's coming, man. We got to start promoting that. We got to get Josh and all those guys and Sean and everybody to promote it.
Skippy Bayless said he's excited that Charles Barkley will be covering March Madness for CBS.
Great. Skippy Bayless is doing it?
Charles Barkley is doing it.
For CBS, not for TNT?
Yeah, for CBS, but I didn't hear anything about TNT.
Oh, that sucks. You know that sucks, don't you?
I won't be watching it then.
I'm going to have to turn that off when it comes to him because I can't stand him.
Skippy Bayless said that my New York Knicks are trash.
Hey, watch that word "my" coming out of your mouth before you put it there in front of the Knicks, you rat bastard. They don't belong to you, okay? Just like they don't belong to me.
Knicks?
They don't belong to you just like they don't belong to me. Okay? So watch that, you rat bastard.
He calls a lot. Well, the Red Sox apparently belong to him. The Patriots apparently belong to him. Apparently,
Celtics none of the Boston teams belong to him. He should stick with OKC Thunder.
Hey, Sean, I found it, and it was not you. It was Josh Lopez that said it, so I apologize.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jeff just apologized. Oh, my God.
Justice has been done.
Okay, it
History
was not
has
you.
been written.
It was Josh that said it.
History
Josh said it.
has been written.
Josh said Will Fort Trader.
The Bears.
So, but hey, I went, but at least they went looking for it, boys and girls, right? I went to find it, and it was Josh that said it, not you. So I do apologize to you. You better. You know what? You better frame that.
It down in his book.
You better frame
Jeff
that.
Apologized.
That's right, because that ain't happening again. I'm telling you right now.
The Bears.
Skippy Bayless said that my Boston Bruins need to make the playoffs or Claude Julien will be fired.
He put the word "my" in front of your Boston Bruins there, Sean.
Do you even know anything about Boston sports, Skip?
I
do know a lot more than you do, and of course I'll be going there to the city.
Yeah, you're gonna jinx. You know what, Sean? You're gonna go to that city. You're gonna jinx that whole freaking town.
Jeff, here's what I have to say. Excuse me, Laura and Chaba. This is directly toward Jeff. Bite your tongue.
Hey, Sean. Last time I bit my tongue, I put 16 stitches in it.
I was expecting something worse than that.
Wow, I know, but that's pretty big for Sean, though. That's huge.
He was trying to figure out what to. Laura, you know what he was?
Sean.
Laura, he was trying to figure out what to say without cursing. I heard his brain moving.
No, I'm giving him a mental high five. This is Sean's version of ranting.
No,
I'm very proud.
It.
I'm very proud right now.
Hey, if I got to push the button for him to get to stick him up for himself, then I will do it.
Skippy Bayless said my Cleveland Cavaliers is better than any Boston Celtic or Los Angeles Laker teams in the 1980s.
Okay, hold on 1 second, Sean. 1 second. What was the last story we talked about? The Boston Bruins, right? The story before that was what?
That he said that my New York Knicks are trash.
And the story before that?
Okay, saying that he's not excited for WrestleMania.
And where was the Boston story? My Boston team this, right? So far, every team that he's talked about, he put the word "my" in front of, correct?
Yeah, the question is Josh making this all up? I don't know. Skippy Bayless said that Chip Kelly is a genius letting his quarterback, running back, and wide receiver go.
He must be the only schmuck in the world that sees it that way. Because I don't, and I'm not even an Eagles fan. And I hate to tell you something, but Stephen A. Smith will disagree with that statement right there. It was our Ditka experience that soured me all. Well, Ditka was coaching when Ditka coached New Orleans?
When Ditka attempted to coach the Saints, that is.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Skippy Bayless said that he needs a media pass for WrestleMania because he's the greatest wrestling mind of all time.
Oh, Sean! Oh, I hope he gets one so bad. You know why? Because Josh Lopez has his media pass for WrestleMania, and I hope Josh Lopez runs into you and freaking eats you alive. And then after he eats you alive, he's going to turn around to you and say, oh, by the way, I produce a sports show, and those guys want to debate you. Anytime, any place, anywhere. Yes, I really hope he goes with a press pass, because I know Josh is going to be looking for the son of a bitch. I know it. Because Josh is going. He got his press pass. He is going.
Because we have to have Escal Bayless at some point.
It has to have Josh. Josh, I think you need to make a T-shirt and walk around that says Escal Bayless must be had.
How about Skippy saying this, Laura and Shabba? That my Dallas Hey, Laura and Shabba, my Dallas Cowboys from Skippy said needs to buy ESPN.
His Dallas Cowboys need to just stay on that side of the state line and just go. Just be.
Nice. Got another one, Shawnee?
Skip. How about that, Jeff? Saying my Cowboys need to buy ESPN.
Listen, if Cowboys buy ESPN, you know what's going to happen?
What?
Jerry Jones would probably fire him. because he's too much of a homer of the Dallas Cowboys.
Skippy Bayless said that NHL hockey sucks.
Jeff Escal says Skip Bayless sucks.
And what did you say about that, Laura? That Skippy said that NHL hockey sucks.
No, because if the Dallas Stars were doing well, they would be his Dallas Stars.
Right. Correct. Just like they're his Boston Bruins. You know? He always puts the word "my" in front of the teams that are actually going to make the playoffs, so he doesn't look bad.
Skippy Bayless said that the San Diego Padres will miss the playoffs.
Yeah, lots of luck with that one. With the team they put, I'm kind of excited to watch this team that they put together this year. They got a lot of new faces, a lot of money they spent. They're in a really tough division with the defending champion San Francisco Giants and the Dodgers. Really tough division, and Arizona and Colorado. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not really super excited, but I haven't been this, interested in San Diego baseball in quite a few years. Skippy on the pole. Hey, you got to watch out for when he goes to Dallas Stadium. He likes to ride the pole over there.
Yikes. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you got to watch out over there.
Jeff and Laura and Shabba, Skippy Bayless came out and said, I should host Saturday Night Live.
Oh, I would love to see that happen.
No.
I'll endure Justin Timberlake again before.
Actually, I would like to see that happen because then we can really see him fall flat right on his face, boys and girls.
All it'll be is him, basically mentally sucking the dick of Charles Barkley through the.
Lord.
That would be pretty nice.
That's terrible. Right? That's terrible.
That's terrible. That's terrible. That. Oh, here I got a good one. Watch this. You ready? That's a terrible tasting dick. That's terrible.
I'm telling you.
You can say, hello, my name's Skippy Bayless. I'm on Saturday Night Live. Come watch me.
That's terrible. That's a terrible tasting.
And then ratings for ABC would go through the roof.
I never tasted one so terrible before. That's terrible. Never tasted one that bad. That's terrible.
How about when he comes out and he trips and falls? You'd like that, wouldn't you, Jeff?
Yeah, I can't stand that guy. Trip, fall, break your nose right on national TV. How awesome is that?
Skippy Bayless said that he should win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
He's an idiot. He's just Hey, Skippy, you know what? You said that there's no on the show today. I believe you said that there's no I in team. Well, guess what? There's an I in idiot, and you are one.
Laura just can't contain herself.
How about that? You like that, Laura? The things that just the things that just come out of my mind.
That's Skippy for you, with him and his sports perspective.
I don't think he really has a sports perspective. I think he just does that to rile people up and get them talking.
How about this one? Skippy Bayless said that he's the messiah of sports talk.
If he's the messiah, who's Shaquille? St. Joseph? Come on, man.
That's ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous.
Jeff, Shabba, and Laura, get ready for this. Skippy Bayless said that it's Christmas every day because he's Sports Talk Santa.
I need to throw up now.
Give me the Grinch.
Give me the Grinch, right? Or Ebenezer Scrooge?
I need
something like that.
I need to regurgitate.
Thank you, baby.
That's nasty. He's just terrible.
Laura, this is what Skippy said.
terrible.
Skippy said that it's Christmas every day because he's Sports Talk Santa.
Just terrible.
That's almost as bad as him talking about like he is the god of sports talk.
Yeah, I got your God to sports talk right here, buddy.
I'm telling you, huh?
Yeah, but then he would probably say Charles Barkley is the god of sports talk.
I need Sports World Radio to knock him down a couple of pegs. We need to do it.
He wouldn't have the balls.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Absolutely not. And I know for a fact that when the All-Star game is out here in 2016, that he's not going to come. And that's my best chance to get him. Josh, if you see him during WrestleMania week or weekend, man, you got to get him.
Skippy Bayless said that he has superior swag, Jeff, Laura, and Shabba.
Superior swag to what? A monkey? Yes, in that case, yes, he does. But to a regular person, no, I don't think so.
If swag is forgetting to wear your necktie every day, yeah, you got it.
Well, I don't have a problem with him not wearing a tie because if I was sitting on that
He
panel,
wouldn't have swag if Charles Barkley came up and hit him in the face.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't have a problem with him not wearing a tie. In fact, I don't know why Stephen A. dresses the way Stephen A. dresses. He's always dressed like that. I wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't be wearing a tie neither. I'd wear something nice, but not a tie. I can't do that crap.
Josh is killing me.
Oh,
Josh is suddenly obsessed with poles.
Well, no, that's because that's
my biology teacher.
No, that's because they built it. That's because they built.
That was
guys,
a different kind of dissection.
No, that's because they built a special pole at Dallas Cowboys Stadium for Skip Bayless.
Laura can't help herself over there.
That's why.
I'm laughing so hard over here, I got tears.
Well, so much for getting out of here early.
We only dissected frogs, and Josh was up on the stripper pole or something like that.
Nice.
Nice. I'll have, as Meg Ryan said, I'll have what they're having. You know?
Exactly. Exactly.
Josh says it's a girl.
It's a girl.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. I hope so, my friend. I hope so.
Meanwhile, Kathy's fixing to kick his ass, I think.
No, I think Kathy's talking about you two.
Ah, yikes.
I don't think she's talking about me.
Or is she talking about Josh? Hey, listen, Josh is nasty. He's the only one besides me who sleeps with his teacher.
Oh,
oh Lord.
So come on. That's nasty. Yep. Way to go, producer and program director. That's why you're the producer and program director.
Josh goes, Jeff, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I just said it.
I know.
Stripper poles.
Exactly. I just said it. All right, we're getting the flock out of here because I'm like boiling in this freaking studio right now. I got to turn the AC on to cool me off a little bit. So we're getting the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for being here today. Remember, we're only doing shows up until Wednesday. I'm taking Thursday, Friday off. I have things that need to be done here. I have a convention, actually, I need to go to. I'm speaking at as well. So,
at least you tell us for once.
Yeah, I'm speaking at it. Yeah, can you believe that? I'm actually speaking at a convention this weekend. Should be kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to be doing that. So we're only going up till Wednesday this week. I want everybody to have a great night. Watch wrestling. It's on, Skippy, you rat bastard. Unstinking believable. Until then, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And remember, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. For Sean Man, I'm Jeff Escow. There's Laura. There's Shaba. We will see you tomorrow. Peace out, bitches.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy. Say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over.